I wanted to give you a live look at the Nebraska State Capitol. So let's do that here real quick. And that's kind of the mall of the Capitol. By the way, you see this thing right here? See that tower right there? That's on the old Lincoln Telephone and Telegraph Company. My dad built that tower back in the 60s. Long time ago, man. McKinney Construction Company built that tower right there. Oh my lands, look at that. We got the sun trying to pop through. But this is the Nebraska State Capitol. It's got a gold, sort of a gold top up there. It's got the sower is on top. Let's see, I wonder if we can go in. The steps are closed. Would you guys like to go inside the Capitol? Guys, type 1 if you'd like to go inside the Capitol. Type 2 is, nah, you'd rather stay out here in the snow. Let's get a poll here. Type 1. Yeah, I'd like to go into the Capitol if I could. Type 2. Let's just stay out here in the snow. I might be able to go into the Capitol here. So let me get in here in the car where it's safe until I get the poll readings. Let's see, we got some 1s, we got some 2s, we got some 1s. What do we got here? I'm not sure if I can stream in there. I am not sure if I can stream in there. Who would know? Maybe we'll walk up to the Capitol and see if there's a sign that says no cameras or whatever. Yeah, Auntie Liz says if they have coffee. Scooters inside? Try streaming anyway. Page. Well, I don't see any sign at the moment, so, but first, goal number 1 is you got to find a place to park. Because where I'm at right now, I'm in a no parking zone. But this wouldn't be the first time that I got in trouble, so let's find a place to park. Let's find a place to park, which might be next to impossible. Look at the road here. It's just a mess. Okay, so far. Okay, there's a spot right here. What do you know? There's a spot right here. But honestly, I'm gonna have to parallel park with this oversized vehicle. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna take me a while. I'm not terrible at parallel parking, but I'm not the best either. So this might, especially since this vehicle could have parked up forward a little bit. Let's see if I can do this. I got to clear that front end of that one. Don't you guys hate parallel parking? You know, one of the things you can do when you're parallel parking is just back up until you hear a bump, and then you're like, okay, I'm close enough back there, and then you can just go forward. Okay, we are safely in a parking space. So we accomplished that. I think there's like a Capitol, like almost just like this one in Georgia somewhere. I'm gonna buckle up here a little bit here. By the way, don't tell anyone I'm trying to do this, okay? We're gonna see if this is possible. With full disclosure. First, you gotta be able to get out safely. I think I'm gonna put the case back on the phone. It's just gonna be easier to. It's gonna be easier to hold that way. Oh boy. Why do I try stuff like this? All right. Taking both phones with me so that snowplow going right down the middle of the road. Okay, I'm gonna, you know, what's gonna happen is we'll get up to the sign. We'll get up to the door. By the way, there's the Capitol right there. Let's take a good look at it. Quite a building. Was built back in the 20s, 30s. Hello.
Morning.
Morning. By the way, if I leave my glasses in the truck, then I can't read. Don't see anything that says please use side door. Okay. Let's just knock the snow off of our boots, okay? You still with me? Guys, with me. Seems like I'm missing something here. Is this the center? Yeah, where's the, where you can see up a little higher the...
Well, you can't go to the 14th floor because they are working on it right now.
Work on 14th?
Yep, so the far as you go is this first, second, third.
What's on second?
The rotunda.
That's what it was. That
All the
the
artwork.
Yeah. How do I get there?
You take this elevator right here. Right here to the second floor, to the third, to the right end.
Super. Thank you so much. Very helpful. Maybe I can read it this way. Okay. Oh, wow. Whoa, guys. Whoa, guys. Guys, are you with me? Trying to get the... Not sure it's not sure it's still going. Wow. Yeah. Guys. Okay, I think you're with me. Look at this. Look at the beautiful... Okay, we're gonna walk around a little bit. Look at this, guys. Here you go. Look at that. That says Willa Cather, author. The life of the pioneer. Don't have my glasses on. The history of every country begins in the heart of a man or woman. And this is a statue of Willa Cather. Right there. Okay, that's a chandelier. And it goes up to this. And there's all this, I think it's mosaic. And then it depicts stuff. Look at these pillars. Are these solid marble pillars? That's what things looked like back in the olden days there. Let's see here. Are you guys still with me? So that's this end of the hall. And then you got all of this up here. Different things. Imagine trying to work on all that. We got that. Oh, here's something. Edward J. Flanagan, founder of Boys Town. I have never found a boy who really wanted to be bad. Who are all these people? William Cody, Buffalo Bill. Showman of the West, rancher. Pioneer soldier, U.S. Army Scout. lights up there, man. Look at this chandelier. Goes there, goes there, goes there. It's clear up there. Okay, now I don't even know. My directions are mixed up a little bit right here. That's the Supreme Court right there. We'll stay away from that. I think that's... Then there's hallways. You look at the stones that have to be put in place here in order to build this thing. That's Arthur Thompson, Dean of American Auctioneers. This is one of and even on the out part of the building, you got things up in there that are just... It says low bed rate, so we're surrounded by a lot of concrete. Now, honestly, I don't even remember. Let me see here. I thought this one was interesting because you got a guy. He's a journalist, statesman, founder of the Omaha World Herald, Gilbert Hitchcock. He was in the U.S. Congress and U.S. Senate. Omaha World Herald newspaper. Newspapers are kind of a dodgy. Okay. Let's see if we can find our way out of here, because honestly, my directions are all messed up, except if that's the sun, right there, there's the sun. That is south. So if I go south and take a left. Well, first of all, I got to go down, so that'll mess me up. Got to go back down the elevator. Now, you can go in this building, and you can go clear up to the top. There's an observation tower, but it's currently under construction. That's an old elevator right there. It's an old elevator. How you work on it, I don't even know. Let's get out of here before we get in trouble. Opened. Have my glasses on. So thankful there's people that help you to know where to go. I believe this is the way out. This is really an awesome building. Sometime you come through here, you get a chance, take a tour. And when the construction gets, there's a security camera right there, so. Full disclosure, this is the only door that's open. Let's get out here. And there's a path. Look at this guy, he's got a job shoveling this thing. It's gonna take him a while. Spend $10 trillion on erecting a Capitol, and got one poor guy out here trying to shovel the whole thing, so. Howdy. Good work. Okay. That's it, man. They even got stuff on built in on the outside. That's the observation area up there. You can go up there and see all over. And then there's a beautiful tundra up there. Anyway, this is totally spontaneous, was not planned. Sorry about that, but it is snowing here. Let's check out my my parallel parking job. I'm going to give myself, I'm going to put it in the A category on that one. Look at the mush and the mush. Okay. Just lock it. Back in here and see if anything works. Look. Well, at least the police haven't showed up yet, so all right, let's see what's going on here. I hope that wasn't somebody's living quarters. 21 degrees, so I'm gonna put a hat on here. And the things you come across storm chasing. Let's see what's going on here. You guys have been cooped up in this car forever. Sorry about that. Got a fire here, guys. It's probably a controlled safe burn, but that was, I see appliances in there, and it's so bright out here I cannot see what you guys are seeing, but looks like there's a chimney in the middle. See some appliances maybe. We got a big, he's putting hay up in the fire to get it going. And they got a massive amount of trees over here. They probably tore them out of a shelter belt. And then they're just piling it up here. And then there's just a pile of scrap there. Looks like they're putting the hay up into the trees, maybe to light the hay, to get it burning. Now my hands getting cold quickly because it's 21 degrees and the wind's blowing 10 miles an hour. Now this guy's coming back with some more hay. The backhoe's throwing it up on top of the deal. Interesting. How's it going? Yeah, no, I'm just a storm chaser, so. Yeah, just watching the streaming live, so.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just live streaming.
Oh, okay.
We're not chasing them down to be after us. Storm chasing today. I'm just on my way. So you're throwing the hay on there to get the wood burning better?
Yeah, it kind of helps the fuel and up get started. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Keeps the work pretty good.
Was that a shelter belt there?
Yeah, there was a big shelter. There's a bunch of trees in the yard there. A big shelter over there.
That's what I figured, so
Yep.
there's a time to build and a time to throw away.
Yeah, the trees are kind of falling down. They serve their purpose.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't last forever.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Unfortunately, eventually got to tear them out and we start new ones and stuff, so.
I hear you.
No, we just better double check, so.
All right. Hey, have a safe one.
You too, take care.
Thank you. Quite the operation. So right now we're throwing hay. We're throwing hay all over the trees to try to ignite the trees. And that's going to be burning a long time there, I'll tell you right now. That'll be smoldering for quite a while. Then over here looks like we destroyed a building once again. And time to get rid of the old house, unfortunately. I guess the easiest way is just put a match to it, so whatever. Whew. It's cold out here, guys. Looks nice, but it's a little chilly. So hey, if you're just joining, please give the stream a like and don't forget to subscribe. Plenty of action on this channel. Whew. Boy, that thing's going pretty hot there. Let's see. Where's my there we go. See if we can zoom in on that a little bit right there. So it's 21 degrees and you can see the wind is blowing on that fire there. So the wind chill is whatever it is, it's down in the probably the lower teens, if anything. Julie? Let's see. So we got Mike Delane in here with Storm Centric. We got who is my chase partner. Yeah, this is okay. I think the situation is under control here. Actually, you might get a little fire-nado here. Let me just give you one shot of that since we're alongside. Wow, I can feel the heat from here. Believe it or not, that's a hot fire. Don't play with fire, guys. All right, let's go. Let's go before I get in more trouble. Okay.